Welcome to Women in Music and Arts. This is your host, Sandy Kastel, and we are broadcasting live from Las Vegas every Wednesday at noon. We are on KLAV 1230 and streaming online at KLAV1230.com. Our show today is sponsored by members of Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education and mentorship. You can find out more about Women in Music and Arts by going to our website, womeninmusicandarts.com. That's womeninmusicandarts.com. My guests today are visual artists. In the studio with us, we have WIMA member Lynda Knudson. Hi, Lynda. How are you?
Hi, Sandy. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And calling in, we've got Jennifer Main, and later we're going to have Carla Rem joining us at about the half hour. And also we have Amy Frost, who is one of our WIMA Advisory Board members. Welcome, ladies, to Women in Music and Arts.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Today's topic is the business of being an artist. The business
we love that.
of being an artist.
Yay.
Now, how does that work together when we've got left brain, right brain trying to work together, huh?
Well, it's finding people who can help you.
That's right, Amy. So what I'd like to do before we start our discussion, Amy, would you like to start us off with a little inspirational message?
I would love to. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been reading the book Selling with Intention. And it talks about the mindset and tools that you need to double or triple your sales this year.
Oh, we like that.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
So, and a quote from Mary Kay Ash, and she started Mary Kay Cosmetics when she was 60 years old. And I love this quote. Those who are blessed with the most talent don't necessarily outperform everyone else. It's the people with follow-through who excel.
Lynda, I wanted to talk a little bit with you first about your craft. You work a lot with nature products, with woods, and you take them and you carve them and you create these wonderful pieces of artwork. Could you tell us how you got involved in that and what was your first inspiration to start doing that?
I got started in that when I found an old chest sitting alongside the road. And I picked it up and I threw it in the back of the truck and I took it home and I started sanding it and working on it and embellishing it. And it still sits in my living room today, and that was like in the 1980s, I guess. And then, of course, I've always been green. I've always been a nature lover. So that then just opened the doorway for me to go into different venues. And I got involved in sculpting, and I studied under a couple of really fine international artists. I don't actually have any schooling background. I'm mostly self-taught, but I have had good trainers. And I think sometimes when people say to me, I have no schooling. In fact, at the WIMA gathering the other day, I was talking to someone who said exactly that. She says, but I don't have any education in the arts at all. And I don't either, if you look at education. But it just goes to show that, if you have the right attitude, that you can just project that right on out and coming out of the box, being who you are, and not being ashamed to say that, no, I don't have the education, but I am self-taught, and I'm very pleased to say that. When I broke out of the box, when I first got involved in sculpting and carving, I wanted to be a figurative artist because that's what everyone was. And I struggled with that, and I couldn't, it just wasn't me. And when I gave up the attitude that I don't have to be a figurative artist, I can be a wildlife artist, and switched over, then I opened up my avenues to picking up wood and anywhere. It's everywhere. And what goes into our landfills is just such a waste. I don't want to get on my bandwagon about it.
I can tell you're passionate about it.
I'm extremely
I hear it in your voice.
About it, yeah. But anyway, that is that's where I went with this. There's a lot of mills in the central and northern part of California. Timber mills, that refine, the wood comes down and then it goes in and then it's processed lumber. Well, the parts that's not processed is the parts that are dumped usually in places like the Klamath Falls River. And it goes down and then it meets the beach in the Pacific, and there's where you find your wealth. So I go down there and then I pack up my wagon or my truck and then I bring it all back, and so that's how it all gets started.